And I was like, oh my God. And they open up the gate. I said, you open that gate. I've got to see him. I've got to. And he said, he's not there. They took him away. And I'm like, open that gate. Because he wasn't, he was there. He was behind the gate. Now, when I say he was behind the gate, his spirit was still there. And he didn't know where he was. He didn't know that he died. He was afraid of his family, not understanding, you know, what happened. He wanted to comfort them. He didn't know where he was. He got shot and then he was lost. So there was the spot of blood, and he said he died right on this spot. I knew the guy, so that was an additional, you know, hurt for me, because it was someone I knew. And what I did was I panicked. This was years ago when my gift first came out. And I ran to a phone. In those days, the olden days, they didn't have cell phones. So I called up my teacher who healed me of MS and who just happened to be there when I needed him. And he said, I said, what do I do? This is what's going on. What do I do? And with him, you don't have to explain too much. You can tell him one word and he knows the whole story. He said, okay, you're a receiver. He knows you hear him. He understands that you're going to help him. So you've got to help him. I said, I can't help him. I don't know how to help a dead person. You know, what do I do? He says, what you do is you go back to the spot and say, in the name of the Christ Jesus, you've passed on. Just go in peace. I said, that's it? You know, it sounded like, you know, that's it? And it didn't seem like it was meaningful, but it didn't matter. And I went back to the spot, and as soon as I did that, I felt like this energy and there was just this lightness. And I just saw this light going up to the sky. It was like early in the show when I saw you all in the green room, and I asked one of you, you know, how did you feel when I did a healing on you? And one of you said, I felt an energy from you. That's what it is. Each one of us has an energy. When we pass, and we all will eventually, but you'll come back, you have an energy. So if you feel like zooming across the room or throwing a chair, you're going to do it, you know. So I just felt this lightness, and I knew that my job that day was done, that I made him understand that he had been shot. He had, for whatever reason, chosen to do it. Maybe his family was better off. Who knows? Maybe they got insurance. Or who, you know, who really knows? I don't know his personal story. But the point is that my job was to get him from this plane to the other in peace. Now, questions, comments from the audience, and we're very interested in that. And we have a question here. You want to come over? Okay.
Hi.
You are?
Jacqueline from New Jersey.
Hi, Jacqueline from New Jersey.
Just one quick question.
Sure.
I felt that when I was sitting there, I felt someone caressing my hair, and I just would like to know if you see anyone around me.
Yes, I see a P, someone with the letter P, like a short woman, kind of hippie, full lips, had back problems, felt that she owed you something, maybe money or time or love. Who am I talking about?
I don't know.
Okay. That can happen. And I had explained that to you guys before. That very often I'll have someone say, oh, that's my aunt.
Yes.
And then sometimes I'll hear, I don't know what you're talking about. But write it down, because all of a sudden, in a week from now or two, you're going to realize who that person was.
Okay.
Was there anyone at work? Was there anyone on your block where you lived, in your building?
No, no, not that no, not right now.
That's someone that you weren't very close to, but it was someone who really feels they owe you something.
Okay.
And in about 3 days to 3 weeks, you're going to know who it is.
Okay.
So give me a call and let me know.
Well,
okay?
yes, thank you.
But it didn't scare you, did it?
Oh, no, it didn't at all.
Good, good. Okay, anyone else want to come up and ask a question? Come on up. And you
Alexandra.
are? Hi.
Valerie from Pleasant Plains.
Hi, Valerie.
My parents are both passed, and my father's been letting me know that he's around almost daily. But my mom is not really letting me know, and I wonder if you have any sense as to why.
Okay, both your parents passed. Your father is making himself known, but your mother is silent. Okay. Sweetheart, you really got to forgive your mom for a lot of things. I know
I thought it was more the other way around, actually.
What do you mean by that? And then I'll explain to you what I meant by what I said.
I don't want to get too emotional, but
I know. Get emotional.
I'm going
The
to...
ratings go up. Listen, I'm a healer and a spiritual psychic and counselor. You're in good hands with Allstate. It's okay. You can cry.
Mom had been very sick before she passed, and I went to get a new job, but it was going to require me being away. And I told her that. And she passed 2 days after I got the job. And I had told her I wasn't going to be able to be there 24 hours.
I know, sweetheart. So you feel guilty. You feel like you weren't there for her.
And I kind of feel like she's closed down a little bit because of that.
Okay. That's why I said you have to forgive your mom. Because here's the deal. There is a feeling in you that your mom is mad at you and that she doesn't love you because it's like she's saying, you weren't there and I died and you deserted me. You didn't do anything wrong. You were the wonderful daughter that she always wanted. You put work where it should be. You showed up for your job. You did what you were supposed to do. You did what she trained you to do.
So when's she going to talk again?
When you forgive yourself and when you forgive her, and right now I want you to close your eyes for a moment, all right? And just give all these bad feelings that you have about yourself away. Your mother, whether you were sitting by her bed and holding her hands or in the bed with her and hugging her and kissing her with flowers all over the bed, she would have passed no matter what, okay? You feel like you let her down. You feel like you weren't there for her. It's not true. Stop beating yourself up. The reason why she doesn't make herself known is because you won't let yourself have that love from her.
Okay.
Forgive yourself and then call me. I promise you, you will have probably you might even feel her tap you on the back of your head in the next few minutes. It's very likely if you really let it go. Forgive yourself, sweetheart.
Okay.
All right?
I hope it helps the ratings.
Yeah, see, you're letting out a lot of stuff. That was really, I'm glad that we got to that. That was very important. Thank you for sharing that with us. Anyone else have questions? A question? Something they'd like to know about? Hi. You want to step forward?
Sure, a little bit.
Okay.
I'm Dawn from Staten Island.
Hi, Dawn.
And I brought a picture of my father's sister. I never really met her.
Okay.
But I somehow feel like I do know her.
She's like gorgeous.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. You want to just hold this
Sure.
for a moment. You'd like me to tell you something about her?
Yeah. Or is she with us? Is she,
Okay.
you know.
I get the letter C around her. Does that have anything to do
What's
with
her
it?
name? Corinne.
Oh, Corinne. Okay.
Corinne.
Corinne. I had a best friend, Corinne. Okay. This area of her body was very beautiful. She was just very attractive to men and everybody. She was just a beauty. She was like a beauty, and she brought beauty and love to everyone. The number 3 is very significant around her. Why am I getting 3? What does 3 have to do with anything?
I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe a birthday? She was one of 3 children. One of 3
She
children.
was one of 3 children. Okay. I feel that she felt a little bit neglected, a little bit forgotten, and I even get a feeling of like show business around her, like maybe she wanted to be like a star, but I don't know if she did it or she tried out things, or maybe modeling, or maybe, you know, in a small little way. Am I?
Well, we don't really know too much about her. You know, she has 2 brothers here, still with us.
Does she have an accent? Some kind of an accent?
Her father did.
Her father had the accent.
Yeah.
Okay, so she probably tried not to have an accent. Okay. She is a bird. You're going to, do you hear chirping of a bird sometimes? You do?
Yeah.